this way. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Breakpoint with Coach C. Some exciting times happening over here. Um, yeah, some exciting times. Let me move this a little closer. There we go. All right. So, what's going on? My boy Revs on the left is here. Look at that. He's here early too. That's what I'm talking about, Revs. What's up, man? Cali in the building. So what's cracking with you? So guess what, Revs? We branching out a little bit, man. I'll wait till a couple more of the guys get in here. Then we're gonna make the announcement, and then I'm gonna put it in shorts and everything else. We're gonna have a little special guest. Just gotta work. What am I, 2 hours ahead of you? Joey. What up, Joey? What? Yeah, you out in Cali too. So what am I, 2 hours ahead of you guys? 3 hours ahead of you guys? I don't even remember. I'm in Chicago, so I'm Central Time. So that makes me 2 hours ahead of you, right? So if it's 6:30 here, then it's 4:30 there. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yep. Okay. 4:30. Yep. Look at that. It's an early work day, Revs. Looks like it's time for some bowling. It's Friday night. You ain't got to go to work, so you ain't got no job. So let's get it. Did I put the scores in the? Did I post the scores? I should have thought I did. Maybe I should have checked. Post the scores from Wednesday night. At least I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh no. My bad, fellas. I thought for sure I posted the scores from Wednesday night because Tayshawn was on the clock. My bad. You're bowling twice tomorrow. Are you tournament bowling, Revs, or what? Because we have the Dan Winters tournament coming up here. But I'm going to keep it honest with you, man. The way my knee is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Tayshawn did okay. I want to say 6:30. Yeah, I'm posting it right now. I'm sorry. I thought I did already. I don't know what I was thinking. Here we go. I don't know what I was doing. I can tell you this: Wednesday when I finished bowling, man, I was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain when I finished Wednesday. When I got home, I was like, man, I'm in pain. But small price to pay. You know what I mean? When you're doing what you love. So I just posted it. Sean shot 6:30. So Sean shot 6:30. So not too bad. And it's weird being injured. I went 6:36, 6:30. Yeah, I think that's what I went. Was it? Yeah, I went 6:36 injured. But it's weird because it slows me down. So I don't know how to explain it, but it's great mechanic wise, bad knee wise. So today, what I did is I went into the lanes and I actually shot a couple ball reviews. Trust me when I tell you, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I won't be doing that no more. Until my knee is better, I will not try to shoot 2 ball reviews again because, ooh, Lord. So I shot the Rafter Rain and the, what is that called? Oh, the Shadow Tank. So I shot both of those today. So I shot both of them today. So that was good. Um, I'll tell you what, man. Motive just doesn't seem to get it wrong. I mean, listen, guys. I know sometimes I feel like I'm on staff, but I'm really not, and I'm not going to plan. I don't have any plans on being on staff, but Motive just don't seem to get it wrong. And no, Revs, I have not tried kinetic tape. Maybe I'm gonna use kinetic tape and the knee brace because the knee brace alone ain't working. So I was coaching AB today too when I went to do the ball review. After I finished, I was packing everything up and I went to take a step, man. My knee collapsed out in front of me back to back times. I had to chill for a minute. I'm telling you. But in all honesty, bowling league or a tournament and doing a ball review is two different types of bowling. Because a ball review, you're just going, you're not stopping. When you're bowling league, you get to sit and do all that stuff. From what I've seen, I don't like the tank. Um, Here's the thing. I am the last urethane guy. I'm not, and I repeat this, I am not a fan of urethane. Have not been, probably would never be. But the tank is a little different. Now, here's the thing about the tank, right? A lot of people, for you kinetic, okay, so I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. So, Rebs, you're saying kinetic tape works better for your knee than than a knee brace? Because I would give it a try. So listen. Here's the issue that people have with 78Us and all this other stuff. When you're using urethane, right? If you're trying to shape the lane, of course it's not going to do what you want it to do. I don't need urethane. Now, I did throw some shots in the review. You'll see where I was way left. And 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 so I was looking at Ruff's message. So I did get a little left, but the reality is I didn't need to. And I only did it for the review. But here's the thing, right? When doing a review, sometimes you have to become more realistic. Sometimes you need to show what the ball is going to be able to do because you just, I mean, I don't, I mean, if I'm playing on a short pattern and I'm using it and I'm way right, and as I'm getting left, if I'm able to stay in the ball and it's doing what I need to do, I'll stay in it, of course. But I'm not going to stand on 30 and throw 15 to 5. I'm just, I got a lot of other bowling balls that I can use to do that. So there's no need. What I needed to do is be able to play straighter, read earlier, and get me through the pins the correct way. So when someone says I don't have a lot of success with this thing and stuff like that, I get it, but you got to make sure that you're using it the right way, right? Um, yeah, Revs, I can try to kinetic tape with the brace and see if that works, or I can just try kinetic tape. Have I tried it yet? No, but I'm trying to figure out in my mind how kinetic tape is going to work better than a brace. Also, when I get off the live, I'm going to ice it because I'm telling you, my knee is in a lot of pain. My knee has been swollen for like the last 6 days. I haven't been able to get the swelling down, but then again, that's because I'm an idiot and I keep on bowling. But I'm proud to say I'm not going to bowl tomorrow. I'm not going to bowl Sunday. And I'm probably not going to bowl Monday. I'm going to give it some time to see if I can get the swelling down. What I'm also going to do is I'm also going to break up a bunch of ice and ice it. keep icing it to see if the ice can get me down, get the swelling down. And also, my goal is to get at least one or both bar reviews out tonight. So I know normally when I come on Fridays, I be on for a long period of time, but I mean, I would love to be able to get these bar reviews out sooner than later. Ooh, so I waited long enough. If you're not here, then you'll see it when you log in and watch it later. PWBA Pro Bowler Kelly Bishop. When she was at the Rockford Open, she threw a 300. And that was at a PWBA regional. And I think she has a killer game. And the name, Kelly Bishop, we're going to actually have her on the show. So she will be coming onto the Breakpoint on October 25th. So put that on your calendars because you're going to get a chance to interact with her. So you get a chance to ask her questions. You'll be able to interact with her. She's been a high school coach. She's bowled in college. And now she's taking her opportunity to jump onto the PWBA tour. Now, she's been doing all the regionals up to this point, but she's going to make her first stop in Columbus in the upcoming season. Who just came in? Who just came in where? Chad, who just came in where? My house or in the room? In the chat room. So yeah, she will be coming to the Breakpoint October 25th, which is a Saturday, right? Let me verify that. October 25th, which is a Saturday, and we're going to be live on that Saturday at 6:30 in the afternoon. I'm talking about Kelly Bishop. I'm going to start posting some of her videos, like her 300 that she threw on the medium pattern. And believe it or not, it was the only one in the whole event. So, like I said, I think she's got a ton of game. If you watch any of the PWBA events, they have a lot of good girls. Like one of the ladies that bowled, she just bowled in her last event. She was actually on a pair with AB when she bowled. So I'm going to branch out a little bit. We're going to start having some of them come on, interview with them. Yeah, please send me that, Revs. So I think that it's great because again, what are we doing? We're trying to grow the sport, right? And I think having insight from bowlers who are coaches, bowlers who are pros, bowlers who has aspirations to be pros. I think talking to them is great because what it does is it allows us to hear their best practices, their pluses and their minuses, things that fail with, things that they succeeded with. You know what I mean? And we can throw our support behind some of these people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna reach out to Mikey too to see if I can't get him to come onto the show too, and that's Slay Ball because I think that he's one of the future of the PBA. So I hope you guys can throw your support. I'm gonna do a lot of advertising for it to let people know that we're doing it, and so the podcast will have Kelly Bishop on it. And like I said, I'm reaching out to several others as well because this is something that we probably should have been doing from the beginning. What's up, Red? How you doing, my good brother? So she's going to be the start, but she won't be the finish. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing. I like the fact that we can support people. You know what I mean? And then I imagine at some point her and AB will start maybe get to bowl some PWBA events together again, maybe get paired up. I think that'd be pretty cool. So if you want to look her up, you can, Facebook, stuff like that. If you're on Facebook for Bowl TV, you can see a clip of her throwing the 300. Like I said, I'm going to post all of that so that you guys can get an idea of who she is beforehand. And I'm gonna put it elsewhere. That way, if anybody else would like to tune in that day, they can. Because again, the object is to grow the sport, and if we can get her out there, that's even better. Allow her to get a little recognition. Because again, guys, the funniest thing about coaches, I'm not in it to steal all the glory. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets their due. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets their due. I like it when that happens. Anybody got any questions in regards to it? I mean, because listen, I know everybody in this chat. Okay, a lot of people in this chat's probably throwing a 300, but there is a big difference throwing a 300 on a sports shot than on a house shot. Huge difference. Not even close. Not even close. Getting the front nine on a sports shot is big. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the chat, let me know. Have you shot a 300? Okay, look at Red shot 251 last night. That's what I'm talking about. You shot 251 Red, or you was drinking 251. But how many in the chat shot a 300? Who has a 300 in the chat? Anybody? I'm asking for a friend. No, but seriously. Chad, 278 is my high. Anybody else? Anybody in the chat got a 300? So, I'm telling y'all right now, shooting 300 on a sporty is a lot different than shooting a 300 on a house shot. What up, Larry? What up, fam? Steve. Oh, Paul. What's up, Paul? You been a while. Okay. Not sure what that is, Steve. I'm Paul. I'm not sure what that is. Somebody's got to educate me. My bowling verbiage is not very good according to that. What is up, Sam? Not yet. For a 300, 268 is my high so far. Okay, 268 ain't bad. Now, here's the catch. Imagine trying to shoot that on a sports shot. Oh, 12 strikes between two games. Oh, I got you. Okay, Chad. So it depends on the volume of the shot. So are you bowling on a sports shot or a challenge shot? Because they're two different things. And then if you're bowling on a sports shot, Chad, where how can I put this? You're bowling on a sports shot that's got 26 mils. Yeah, it'll probably break down faster. Many 299s, 10 pins laughed at me. So all right, let's do this. It depends on what shot you're on, Chad, and it depends on where the 1-1 ratio is. So if it's 1-1 in the middle and you're hitting the middle, it's gonna seem like it's breaking down, but it's really not. It's just low, it's just that ratio 1-1, which makes stuff it just reads way early. Now, if you're also throwing on something like PBA Cheetah, 35 feet, 33, 30, 32 and a half, 33 mils, that shot's going to stay there for a while. Now, but it also depends on this. How many people on your pair and how many people are playing your line? Because if you're breaking the lane down the correct way, like I bowled Sports Shot League yesterday, I broke it down by myself. So I was actually able to bowl 2 games before I was able to bowl a game and a couple of frames before I actually seen. the big transition. And then once you see the transition, the first level of transition, then it's your job to understand what ball you need to get into that's going to allow you to keep on going. And then if you get into the right ball, then it's going to break down, but it breaks down far about the same as a house shot in reality. And a house shot breaks down. I mean, a house shot is the reason why a house shot doesn't break down is because if your house shot has 35, 33, 28 mils, 26 mils, 27 mils, but it's from 8 to 8. It's all in one little central block of location. You know what I mean? So from 8 to 8 is all the oil. Of course, it's going to take longer for that concentrate to break down because it's all right there. So the difference is a sport shot, the oil is from 1 to 1 or from 2 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So that's spread across the whole body of the lane when a house shot is not. It's compacted from 8 to 8, 9 to 9. So you got a soup right in the middle. So, but that's why most people swing the ball from the oil to the dry in a house shot, which creates a funnel back to the pocket, which also gives you a false sense of security of how good you really are. That's in my opinion. You ever notice anybody in the chat ever see a guy in the league average at 230 and then goes to nationals and he averages a 160? Anybody ever notice that? Anybody ever seen it? Nope, 268 has 15 strikes straight. 288, sorry. Oh, you started the game before. That sucks. And you know what's funny? A lot of people know I hate urethane. I hate it. My first 300s was with urethane. Can't even make it up. Pitch black. Who knew? But it allowed me to repeat. But yeah, that's what it all boils down to, man. And on a sports shot, your margin of error is so thin. And on a house shot, your margin of error is huge. You got a huge, because it's dry from 7 to the gutter. If you miss right, you got all that funnel to get you back to the pocket. If you miss inside, you got all that soup to hold the line. So, yeah, you have a big miss window, which gives you an opportunity to be like, yep, I'm that dude. But at the same token, on a sports shot, if you miss, it's magnified. If you miss inside on a 1-to-1 pattern, 1-to-1 inside and outside is 2-to-1. If you miss outside, it's going to go straight. If you miss inside, up 10, you're going to hit the 7 pin. And if you're lefty, you're going to hit the 10 pin. So it magnifies your misses. But also what it comes down to is understanding how to break a lane down. Because that's the problem that my teams have at nationals. And the reason, the problem that we have is they all want to do everything on their own. They don't understand the value of team. 230 is my highest on sports shot, coach. I love this sports shot. It makes you work on your game for sure. Yeah, because it makes you be true. It makes you have to be accurate. It makes you have to have an understanding. Yeah, but 150, 256, 288. What happened to the 150? So sports shots make you work. They're not very forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing about a sports shot, and I don't want you guys to feel discouraged. Please don't, because you can bowl great on a sports shot. Here's how: you have to break the lane down the right way. If you break the lane down the right way, so say if you're going to bowl in a 42-foot chameleon, 44-foot chameleon, or 43-foot, whatever, and say it's 2-1, 1-1 on the inside, 2-1 on the outside, right? So say you and the guys on the lane with you, say that you guys are gonna break the lane down, right? So all of you decided you're gonna throw the ball up 2, 3, 4. So you take your balls down to 500 or 350 or whatever you want, and you guys take them down, and you guys are all practicing. During practice, you're running it up 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, right? And by the end of that 10-minute window, 2, 3, 4 is kind of toasty. Now when you're throwing it, the ball's reading really, really fast, right? So now everybody's like, okay, now it's time to bowl. So now you're going to line up and you're going to play, I don't know, 7-5, 8-5, right? So now if you miss right, what's going to happen to the ball? Instead of you missing right and the ball falls off into the gutter, what's going to happen to it? Now because you guys burnt up that spot, now if you miss right, it's going to catch that friction like a house shot. Now it's not going to be 7 boards of friction, but you're going to give you 2. So now it catches, it bounces off, and all of a sudden now it's not in the gutter. You see where I'm going with this? That's how you achieve a score. That's how you score on a sports shot. But here's the thing. Most bowlers don't want to work as a team. Most bowlers, just like your league bowlers, are like, nah, I my own shot works. I got it. I got a better shot than that. No, that ain't going to work for me. And that's what tends to happen more often than not, right? And because they do that, they muck the lanes up. The lanes ain't broken down. The attitudes flare up. See where I'm going? That's nationals in a nutshell. And it's funny because you would think that people would learn, but they're so hard-headed, so self-absorbed, they don't. Because the people who win at nationals are the people who break the lane down together. They break the lane down together, they score. Singles and doubles, they break the lane down together. Guess what they do? They score. It's funny because when I went to watch the PWBA event here, when those girls warmed up, they all was playing the same line. Now, their ball choices, I'll give you that. That was different. But they all started the same line. It's funny. You can't even make that stuff up. Unfortunately, league still praises their individual accomplishments more than the team accomplishment. See, and Chad, you know, that's some funny stuff. It is, because do you ever watch our live? Just any of you guys in the chat, do you ever actually tune in and watch it live? I'm just curious. How many of you guys in the chat watched it live? Because the reference point that I'm about to make, I need to know that at least 1 or 2 of you watched it live. Okay, Chad said I do. Okay, so Chad, I'm going to ask you this, and I need you to answer honestly. When you're watching us, do you ever get that we have a me mentality? Do you think that we're individuals or are we a team? What do you think, Chad? By watching us, and we've been live, this is what, 2 years now we've been live? Do you think that we're a team or do you think that we're a bunch of individuals? That's the question of the day right there. Are we a team or a bunch of individuals? That's the question. I say Red said team, a team. Okay, I'm glad you guys said that because we are. We ride as a team. We win or lose as a team. And you know what's funny? We're 2-time champions going for a 3-peat, right? And no one can wonder why they can't beat us. They don't beat us not because There's teams out there that got better bowlers than we have. There is, like Chris and Tony and all them. They are stacked. I mean, that team is stacked. I mean, if you were talking about a pretty girl that's stacked in all the right places, this would be it. They're stacked from 1 to 6. They're stacked. Are they going to beat up on us? Nope. Nope. Because we're something they're not. They're a bunch of good individuals. We're a good team. There's a difference. Huge, huge difference. We're having a great time all the time. If one of us is down, we're still having a great time. It ain't no, yo, man, come on, man. It ain't no you go sit in the corner by yourself. Nah, we're a team. Team. And that's facts. There's another team too that's talented just like we are. And we bowled them this coming Wednesday. But they're talented individuals. We're a talented team. That's right, Chad. That's facts, right? What you just said. That is facts. We are never worried about an individual performance. We don't. We care less. We bowled that team this week, and that team got 873 pins of handicap. They had a whole fourth game of handicap. So we bowled 3 games, but technically, I've seen teams only bowl like 780, 773 series, a 773 game, right? They had that on us from the jump, but we didn't care. Y'all seen us? We acted up. We was stupid. We was having fun. We laughing. We doing all those things. We don't care. We a team. We hey, high man, low man. We riding. You know what we try to do, and it's funny because as such a great team, we try to stick each other every single chance we get. We do. We literally try to stick each other every chance we get. That is our fun, and we talk so much smack. Oh man, I am so glad that the microphone is not on us because if it was, we'd probably be banned a long time ago. We talk some mad stuff. Um, yeah, we're definitely a team, and we do give advice on what we're seeing. But here's the catch, Revs. Here's the catch: we don't give advice to each other unless we ask for it. For the most part. For the most part. And sometimes we'll bounce things off each other to make sure that we're seeing what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, they've changed our shot every week except for the last 2. But no, they actually changed it again because the lanes were squirrely. I mean, they were squirrely. Now, sometimes you have those problems, but it was just weird how they were working. It was just weird. It's like instead of the oil going down, it was going down and out. So it was going out and up. So you had to trust your eyes, but you throw a shot and be like, "Yep, that's it," and you tend in the pit, and then you throw that same. You go back to that lane and you throw that same exact shot. And you're like, "Yep, that's it," and it slides an extra 2 feet, and you're like, "What the hell?" And then you get that adverse reaction. But hey, but that's why they can't beat us, and nobody's figured it out yet. They haven't figured it out yet. They just keep on bringing in better and better people to join individual squads to try to bulk themselves up. But like we tell them, good luck. Good luck. Who's the dog barking? Let me bring up my camera. Lord knows my dog is dumb. My dog is not going to graduate from the Special Olympics. I'm going to tell you that now. So, Rafter Fury, Rafter Rain. Any of you guys think that ball's going to be good? The Rafter Rain. Because I think Motive named it to let you guys know that the reign of the Rafter Bowling Ball series is here. I'm being serious. No, I'm just kidding. Do any of you guys think that ball's going to be good? I know Revs already said he ain't trying to get down with that tank. I know he already said that. He's like, nope. But yep, I did the ball review. Speaking of that, I'm going to upload that to my computer as we're on here. Storage. Where is that at? Storage. It's cool. I can get into my storage bank from my phone and then start to upload it to my computer. That's pretty slick. So nobody bowled league tonight? I think Larry bowled leagues on Friday, right? So out of all the people we have in the chat, nobody's thrown a 300? Has anybody thrown an 800? Ain't the Raptor Rush the goal ball? Chat, isn't the Raptor Rush the goal one? Okay. So, Paul, you shot 800 but not 300. That's dope. I like that. That's dope. Well, that's funny because I didn't make a video about the Raptor Rush, but that's actually one of the only motive balls I did not like. But I do like the Raptor Rain. I'm going to tell you that now. I like it a lot. Torpedo Direct. It's a bowling ball 1251 with. That ball's banned at Nationals, if I'm correct. But that ball doesn't overread the lane, though, so not bad. 2-9 for his first game of that set. Well, Paul, you got the hard one out the way, which is the 800. I know a bunch of people who've been bowling 25 plus years and none of them got a 300. And one of them is a 225 average bowler and he still ain't got a 300. Which is insane to me, but I'm on Saturday and Sunday. I think Larry's bowling right now. Yeah, not for league. Man, I'm telling you, my knee pain is starting to mess with my hip, my thigh. Or maybe I'm just getting old, dude. But that's why I'm wearing this. I went to shoot the videos. So to get you guys some content. I think you guys are gonna like it. It looked good. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I only have 4 700 series lifetime. I'm just consistent between 600 and 630. Hey, I'll take that 600 to 630. Now, chat question: are you consistent between 600 and 630 on a sport shot also, or is that just house shot? But here's the thing, though, and don't get me wrong. Oh man, don't get me wrong. If you don't have any ambition to go past the house shot, then you're good to go. You know what I'm saying, guys? You're good to go. And there's nothing wrong with just bowling on a house shot. I mean, I a lot of people don't have the ambition to torture oneself because sometimes that's what bowling on a sports shot really is. House, I have very little sport or challenge shot experience. Well, tell you what, Chad, if you're a good spare shooter, sport shots, as long as if you're picking up spares, you still can average, something fairly decent in the 180s, 190s if you're a good spare shooter. But if you're hook up, when I say spare shooter, I mean if you're throwing straight. If you're hooking at your spares, you can tend to run into a whole lot of trouble. Just putting that out there. You can run into a truckload of issues if you're hooking at spares. Yeah, Revs, I'm learning that pain will travel. Believe you me, okay? I am learning it will travel. I am learning it will travel, dude. Like I said, I'm gonna spend a lot of time icing myself up. See if I can't help myself. But like I'm a coach tomorrow, but I'm not gonna do no bowling. I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah, I have to. I may not even bowl on Wednesday, and it Drew's up on Wednesday anyway, so Drewzilla is, and then the battle's the next week. So I don't know. We'll see. If I can get the swelling to go down, then I'll bowl. If I can't, then I'm gonna have to take the break. Yep. If I can, I'm gonna have to take the break, dude. I don't know. Do you guys think 9 o'clock is too late to get a video up? Because I'll drop one today and one tomorrow. Do you guys think 9 o'clock is too late to get a review up? Because I haven't even touched it. Anybody think 9 is too late? Now, if you're in Cali, it's 7 o'clock. But if you're on the East Coast or like Georgia or Tennessee or something, then that's probably 10 o'clock. Where the heck did that go? Um, Seriously? Ooh. All right. Well, we got that uploaded. That was pretty flawless. I have a hard time moving the day after I bowl. Are you being serious, Chad? Damn, I don't want that to happen. Damn, I do not want that to happen. I watched it coach while I was at my league. Guys have fun, and that's the difference. When you get too serious, it takes you out of your game. Our team the same way in league. Man, we just be chilling, dog. We half the time I don't even think we be thinking about bowling. We're too busy talking crap that we ain't even be paying attention to bowling. Don't look at that out you. Anytime a good time to post. That is not true, Brett. My league is on Wednesday. Okay, that makes sense then, Larry. That makes sense. We just be chilling, dude. Listen, when you get a bunch of guys together that enjoy being around each other, it makes life really easy. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We do what we do. I mean, we laugh so hard, we antagonize each other so hard. It bowling is secondary. Oh, let me check it. Ooh, where do you get it from though, Red? Rebs, where you get this? Walmart. Man, you know I ain't going to no Walmart, but I will go to Target. Yeah, Rebs, I'll go pick that up tomorrow. Matter of fact, I might post that and go pick it up tonight. Rebs, do you only wear it when you're bowling, or do you wear it all the time? Yeah, I figured that was the case, Chad. I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to bring it up late at night. We give you more late at night. We'll give you more overseas views. Maybe you think so? See, that's the thing. Overseas views, it shouldn't matter. I don't know how the algorithm works, but I would imagine if it's good content, it should be good no matter what time. My nephew injured his bicep Tuesday. Man, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Right. Right. Larry, you got jokes? Is that even out yet though? Is the Rockstar Pro out though, Larry? Oh, let me check. I ain't throw the Rockstar because I thought it was garbage. And I'm glad I didn't throw it. Because I still think it's trash. Jeez. Apparently the Rockstar cheap is trash too because it's cheap. Doesn't it look like the TNT? Look, that ball looks like the TNT, dude. What the crap? The numbers ain't that bad. Hey, and if you watch somebody from Storm, one of the Storm guys, they're gonna shoot 400 in one game. That's the best ball since the last best ball. I got it at Target, but I see it on Amazon too. Yeah, I just seen it. I just looked it up. It's a Target. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could throw it, the Rockstar Pearl, or maybe we'll let AB throw it. Ooh, ooh, or maybe, just maybe, we let the guy from McKendree throw it. The guy that I was telling y'all about. Or maybe, just maybe, we can get Kelly Bishop down here to do a ball review. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I see. I got Adrian from who bowled in McKendree. I got AB. Sean is still a little injured, so we're not gonna have him do it. But then maybe I can get Miss Bishop to do it. So Rebs, you wear kinetic tape even when you're not bowling. That's what's up, man. I thanks for the help. I appreciate you guys for all the insights you give. because I need something. So there was a shot. There was a time where I was doing a ball review today, and I went to get left, and you're gonna see it. And I checked up because to get left, I got to get lower to get through the ball a little better. I checked up. I was like, "Yep, that ain't happening." Watch. I sure did. I was like, "Nah, that ain't happening." Nope, sirree, Billy Bob, that is not going down in these woods. It's never too late to drop a ball review. Is that what you're talking about, Larry? Bad part is, man, my knee's been hurt before, but it ain't never been like this. This just went catastrophic in such a short time. I don't know what I did. I know this dog is getting on my nerves. And I promise he ain't even barking at nothing. I'll tell you what, when this dog goes, I'll never get another one. So, show of hands, who wants to see the rock star? Pearl. Who wants to see the rock star Pearl? Show of hands. Oh, by the way, guys, when it comes to Coach C, if I'm not throwing Motive, I'm probably just going to be throwing Storm. I think I'm done with Brunswick. Now, I'm not saying we're done with Brunswick ball reviews. I'm saying I think I'm done with. Most of their balls are doom and gloom colors, and I can't see them a lot. Although the Infinity Quest, I have to give credit where it's due. I really like that ball. But why do I like the ball? Because it looks like the Ion Max. It also gets really forward really fast, which I like that too. So remember, guys, Kelly Bishop is going to be on the 25th. I'm going to advertise for it. I'm going to put some stuff out there. And if you don't know who she is, I suggest you look her up because we got to make her feel very welcome. I wonder if who she's on staff with. Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you guys think, man? You're not telling me what I need to know. Started looking to see some information. You guys are not doing very much talking today. Y'all must be missing Coach A. Don't look like it. All right, guys. Well, look, I want to get off because I'm going to post these videos. I got a lot of stuff coming for you guys because I'm trying to do things bigger so we can grow a little bit. Anyone have any questions before I get offline? Oh, did anybody hear what happened to Daria? Thanks, Red. Thanks for telling me to hit the like button. I appreciate that. But on a serious note, anybody see what happened to Daria? So she's with Bullify. Interesting. No sponsor. Yeah, man. That's tragic. She broke both her elbows on a scooter. Reality checkpoint, people. Scooters are dangerous. I wish her well in a speedy recovery. But my question becomes, how do you break them both? That had to be very, very, very awkward fall. However, at least she's healthy. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Raptor video, and if I get enough time, I might go ahead and drop the Shadow Tank too. Why not? You guys know if you need me, you can text me, hit me up on social media. Anytime you guys want any questions you might have, because my body might be failing, but my mind is still sharp as a tack. With that being said, I will see you guys on Sunday on the Breakpoint. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, guys, we have a lot going on, so pay attention because I want you guys to participate because it ain't every day we get to talk to pro bowlers. So we're going to get that perspective. With that being said, have a great night.